let's dive into the framework that will guide your work to identify your own customer segments. Determining your best customers could be subjective, but it doesn't have to be. How many times have you heard a story about a founder or CEO deciding to focus on a customer segment just based on a hunch? Often, this is because the company doesn't have the right tools or frameworks to actually take a data-based approach to identifying their segments, so they fall back on opinions and personal beliefs. Unfortunately, this is more common than you might think. Over 50% of marketers say they don't believe they have sufficient data and insights to deliver the relevant experiences they know their prospects and customers want. As a product marketer, I've experienced this pain myself. And that's why I created a simple, easy-to-apply framework that helps businesses identify their best customers without needing expensive software or a team of data analysts. I call this the MAP model, and there are 3 key stages. The M stands for measure volume, the A stands for analyze performance, and the P stands for prioritize potential. In order to use this model to map your best customers, all you will need is access to your customer database and a spreadsheet tool. Depending on your level of comfort with data analysis and exploration, you may want to partner with a colleague on your data team for a portion of the exercise. However, it's important to note that this is not required, and a lack of access to a data analyst should not prevent you from completing your segmentation work. It may just help to accelerate it. Before we jump into how the model works, I want to share what I mean by best customer. When it comes to segmentation, many folks just look at which customers make up the majority of their customer base and decide to focus on that segment. But this doesn't take into account a handful of key considerations, such as that segment's performance and impact on your business, or your company's ability to actually capture that market. The MAP model is intended to provide a holistic approach to customer segmentation to ensure that when you attract and retain more of these customers and they start to make up a higher percentage of your customer base, you'll be able to drive positive impacts to revenue growth. To put this into perspective, let's look at an example. In the chart on screen, you will see business metrics associated with 3 fictional customer segments and a group of non-segmented customers. Here we can see that the other group, customers who fall outside the target segments, make up 40% of the customer base and have both a higher customer acquisition cost and a lower conversion rate. Their customer acquisition cost is $120, which is $40 more expensive than small agencies, the most affordable segment to acquire, and $20 more expensive than dentists, the most expensive target segment to acquire. This mix of customer acquisition costs increases your total CAC to $102.75, well above the CAC for each of your target segments, and brings the average down for conversion rate. But if you were able to increase the ratio of the high-performing segments in your customer base and decrease the amount of non-segmented customers to only 5% from 40%, you could have a massive impact on business metrics. Now we can see that by increasing the ratio of segmented customers, we have decreased our total customer acquisition cost by 11% and increased our conversion rate by 15%. This just goes to show that by acquiring and retaining more of your best customers, you could have a major impact on business performance and growth.